First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw again. Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, you got 3, got 3. 3 down, 3 down. No. Check it out.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Yeah, 60 out low. 3, Mike. You got nothing to run.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Set to the ending. Left tight end. 3 down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 24, Rodgers throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Packer first down.
58. Come on. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he rifles one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Beckwith, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, check 26. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Dobbs. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
At the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
36. Check 15. Check 30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Cohen, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up. Hatchet. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's got Burton here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's Dobbs to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Draw play, Cohen, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Dobbs. That'll be caught by Cup. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Dobbs. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
from the gun on third down. Dobbs looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Pull it together. Switch.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
40. 258. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 258.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Put him on the buses. Hey, 88. 45 to the mark.
From the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And a Packer first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
37-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Box it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that.
To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Team 6.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Baby, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Strong right. Four down, four down. Anyway, try. Check. Where'd he go?
Dobbs is throwing. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Alert flare. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. Yeah, Liz. Shit. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
26.
Rodgers to throw once more. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, check 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Downs. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Here, Mike. Hey, Delta. Go right. Over. Look again.
Now Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. Back to throw. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for Chicago, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.